Guys, Deluded Gooner back again. Sorry for the background. Where do I start? You guys know I've been very vocal on the formation I would like to see, and you guys have been watching me for a while know basically for the best part of the year now I've been saying 4-3-3, 4-3-3 for numerous reasons. We know typically what the formations we typically use, we go through the motions. It's a bit lifeless in terms of passing. We're going through the motions, like I just said, passing for the sake of it. There's not really any content, any intent, better yet, intent in terms of scoring and things. We're trying to score the perfect goal. There's no real balance. There's no real method of how we're playing. Why I like the 4-3-3, we typically play it against sides we know we don't expect to dominate in possession. You look at, even though you look at the first half against City last year at the Etihad, it worked a great effect and we should have scored. You look at when we beat Bayern Munich, a famous example I always refer to because it's a big game for us. That as well. We them sort of sides, when we have this, I don't want to say inferiority complex, because I believe these players honestly believe on part, and they can play when it comes to just football, purely ball out with everybody. But I like to see that because everybody from defense to the striker, there's intent. There is intent. We know once the defenders receive it, we're trying to break as quickly as possible. Our fullbacks are trying to get it to our midfielders, creative midfielders and wide men and forwards as quickly as possible. The wide men, they're crossing with intent. They're not just crossing for the sake of it. They're trying to actually hit someone. Our attacking players are actually trying to find someone. Our strikers are trying to be clinical because they realise one chance we need to pull it away. The quick transitions between defence and attack. Everybody knows their area they're meant to mark, and everybody knows their area they're meant to defend out of play as well. I like how we're aggressive in playing from the front. If we incorporated these sort of things, stop doing silly stuff, we'd have a better chance. Like I said, we don't complicate play, and you see more balance within the side. And things like that. Everybody's assigned the role, and everybody knows their role. And I'd love to see a bit more. There's a bit more dramatic improvement in our defensive shape, in our positioning. We're quick and incisive, and that's the sort of stuff I want to hear. And that actually plays into a lot of players' hands. You see, Coquelin, not to. I mean, we know we need better, but Coquelin plays better in 4-3-3 when there's quick decisions. And yeah, man, I mean, we know Arsenal will have the most possession, the most shots, the most touches, the most this, the most that. But the one thing that matters, the 3 points, rarely walk away with that. So 4-3-3 brings us to it. So let me illustrate my point. I'm going to show you a tactics board, people. Right? Yeah, you can definitely see it. Look, if you can see it now, I've put Xhaka like that on purpose. Now you can put him like this. Let me get a bit higher for you, man. So look, yeah, you can see it's a 4-3-3. Let me put that closer. 4-3-3, right? Okay, you now see it's a 4-3-3. This is great because if, say, that's Xhaka, Oxlade, I don't want to say Ramsey, but let's say Coquelin, purely because he's more, puts a foot in, more defensively minded. Okay, Xhaka's here now. Let's just say take away these fullbacks. Our fullbacks bomb forward now. Xhaka slots in. That's what I always tell you guys in my examples. There's always a free at the back, and he's not much mobile, so he's always there. He's always there to receive it off the centre half. Oxlade, box to box. We know Xhaka needs to increase his agility and them things like that. He hasn't really got it at this point of mind. And if we don't sign the centre mid, we have to work with what we got. Ox is box to box. He'll drive through the middle. Coquelin, like I said, to put a foot in and complement the side. But I'd love that to be Wilshere. The wide men. Ozil could start on the right, but I've put him here for a reason I'll allude to later. And Alexis and the Lacazette. And now with different players, you can have different variations. If we play Welbs, who this system is good for him, you've seen him play it to great effect. You've got other players, a Wolby as well. There's a couple players here. Now, this allows Ozil. You normally see in 4-3-3, Ozil actually start on the right, So yeah, this allows us many things. Typically, like, you can do that. In the game, you're likely to see this. These four midfielders just doing that. That's typical Arsenal because we come deep and things like that. Defensively now, this will improve us greatly. Let me put the fullbacks back to illustrate the point. These magnets are not being kind to me. So like, yeah, out of play. Press. The strikers, press. These centre mids, the two centre mids, they've got an area each to cover. While Xhaka is screening. The fullbacks tuck in slightly, tuck in. And that is how you press out of... Oh, it's a bit wonky. But that is how you press out of play, people. That is how you press. Now that you can see, now I've got physical evidence for you guys to see it. So in short, out of play. Put this back, put this back. Boom. Inside of play. Ozil, freedom to roll. Ox driving / Wilshere driving. Ramsey We'll allow him to do these driving runs and things he wants to do, or Coquelin if he's there. Xhaka's protected. Xhaka, Wenger wants him to be here. Wenger wants Xhaka to be here, and because he's at Arsenal, be involved in the playmaking. I want him to as well, but at this point in time, he's not mobile. So he has to stay here. He has to. Especially when we play three at the back. This is the man who I always say can drift into defence, because he's not that mobile and he's protected. You get it, guys? But that's what I'm saying. Let me put this down for a second. Come back to you guys. That is what I'm trying to say to you. Imagine 4-3-3. Like I said, typically it's played when we're playing against sides that we don't expect to dominate. But imagine we incorporated this. When we had possession, where we married together the Wenger ball, the incisive movement, the running behinds with some intent. This is what I want to see. Not even just that. And now, before I got to allude to it, technically, you might as well call it... Let me try and put it together for you lot to make sense. If it's actually this... You could actually say out of play. You could say that as well. So that's technically a 4-4-2. It's a bit different, but look, narrow against sides that we can score, and they've got a lot of attacking options like City. Narrow. You have half a chance now. You have half a chance. Now imagine this. This is very easy for me to explain, but just imagine now the players had tactical minded in the sense that they're thinking to defend first. That makes us, when we're not hard to break down, but this makes us slightly more harder because our things are together. Even if you refer back to last season when we played 4-3-3 with Ox, Xhaka, and I can't remember the other, that you look better in a 3. We need to bring the 4-3-3 back. Like, even a lot of what I said can be incorporated with 3 at the back, especially the point I've always tried to make with you guys with Xhaka coming inside. Now that I'm showing you guys, I hope you get it. Like I said, a couple other players can bring the best out and add variations to this system. Welbs, you know, he's aggressive, he presses, he can counter, he can bring the ball out of play. Welbs has a lot of quality apart from the one that matters as a striker, putting the ball in the back of the net. If he had that, he'd be world class. He hasn't got that, he'd have to be doubtful he's got that. But he's still got some use for us. These sort of players there, Iwobi, you've seen him, was it Barcelona when we played? I don't think we played 4-3-3, but it was the same principle. Quick decision making, quick. You know, Iwobi makes quick decisions, recycles the play. Coquelin, we know his sideways passes, but again, quick decisions, quick snappy tackles. These are the sort of sides. We know our players, some of them are not the best to write home about, but you can get away with average players if you have a system that gets the best out of them. Not when you have certain players that don't have quality in terms of passing, trying to make them pass masters, guys that don't have agility, trying to make them box to box, trying to enable certain teachers' pets just run around and be forwards when they're meant to be centre mids. That's not how you win a league. The only way you win a league is responsibility. If these strikers realise, let me come back because I need to help my team. If these midfielders realise, let me put a tackle in. I need to put a tackle in, or I'm going to leave people out. If this midfielder thinks, let me cover my fullback. If Xhaka stays tight and these people tell him what's in front. If Cech opens his mouth. If the fullbacks become narrow when they're supposed to and become an outlet out of play, you see it. And games were dominating. Imagine that high press. Imagine that. The fullback, look how high the fullbacks are. Poor example. I didn't hold that close enough. You get it, guys. You get it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Anyways, I don't think this has to go any longer, guys. Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. Thank you very much for watching.